Welcome to EMHware training video number 4, finding clients and adding new clients. So most importantly, how do you find your clients in the system? So I'm going to show you how the different ways that you can locate clients as well as how you can add in a new client. So we're going to go up here to the very top right-hand corner at the end of all of these tabs, and you'll see there's a white search bar. And I can hover over that, and it actually tells me that I can search by ID, first name, or last name. So this is what we call the quick client search in EMHware, and it does only look at one field within the system. So if I wanted to search for John Smith, I would either search for John or Smith, or if I knew their ID number, I could put that in here as well. I wouldn't search for John Smith because then it's looking for a client with John Smith as either their first name or their last name. So this is just a quick search, but it can be useful if you know the client's ID number. You can put that right in and it'll bring up the client. But at any time, if you want to do a more detailed client search, you can always click on these two little faces directly to the left of the quick search bar. And this is going to bring up the detailed client search. So these are all of the fields that I can narrow down my client search by. So we have first name, last name, we even have middle name, preferred name, date of birth, health card info, email, address information. We have program and worker that we can narrow that down by. We can also search by the client address book, which we do talk about in a separate video, but if perhaps you know the client's mother's name or father's name, you can use this search as well, making sure that you check off search clients and address book or just search address book. So that can be useful if you're not sure what the client's name is. You can also check off active only to only search for the active clients. And you can change your search results limits here. By default, it will be on 100. And when you're ready and you've filled out all of your criteria, you can click on the search button. To clear your search parameters, you can use the reset button. So that's just going to reset everything to blank, and you can then fill in the criteria that you want to search by. The third way of finding clients within the system is what we call the My Client list. And this is probably the easiest way to find the clients that you're looking for, as long as they're currently active and they're assigned to you. So we do talk about that in the program history video on how clients are assigned to you, but you might find this the easiest way to locate the clients that you're looking for. And we're going to find that list directly to the right of the quick search bar up here in the top corner. And it's just this little document with the two little faces on it. And if I click on that, it's going to open up a drop down of all of my currently active clients that are assigned to me. So you can see that I have the one client on my list, but you could have multiple. And it just might be the easiest way to locate a client quickly that you're looking for if they're active. To add in a new client into the system, as long as you have the permissions in order to do so, you will see this little green circle with the plus sign directly to the right of the My Client list. So you can use this green circle here to add in a new client, or alternatively, if you're in the detailed client search, you can also use the new button here with the green circle as well. And what that's going to do is it's going to open up a blank client data set page. So these are all of the fields that you can fill out for this new client that you're adding in. Within EMHware, you do have to have 3 main pieces of information in order to save a client. You have to have a first name, a last name, and a date of birth. If you're not sure what the date of birth for the client is and you just need to get them saved into the system, we do also have an estimated checkbox, so you can check that off, and that will notify either yourself or whoever is looking at the client file later that you were not sure about the date of birth at the time the client was created and that it might need to be updated. Once you've filled out all of the information that you have about the client, you can click on Save, and that will save the client in the system.